And here I am. Gonna be honest, this first mission did not go well. I think I've only had one actual run, like on regular difficulty, to get to veteran. Not recruit, not the easy one, but the one after. Only one actual run where I've gotten past this level without getting a single soldier killed. God, I'm mincing my words right here. But yeah, you're gonna see exactly why my tactics ain't too good. Might have just been RNG, might have just been my poor reasoning. I think there's what, 2 pods there? Copy that. Both basically at the same time. Shit.
Position confirmed.
You'll see what I'm talking about though.
Eyes on the prize.
Someone's probably gonna know how to play this game better than me and tell me where my mistake is. Might have been here, might have been later on. Because as you can see, I'm trying to use grenades to get a multi-kill, but nah, they aren't grouped up right. And I just kept trying, kept going for it. And that was my downfall. And just as I noticed this pod, pressed the move button, pressed input, and it was selected to move somewhere over there, and it alerted them. So I had to reload. It was a misclick, so yeah, they are the only instance in which I allow a reload, and as you'll see later, I got a couple of my guys killed. So, while I did reload it, that was because of a misinput, because of a mistake. So, I consider that fair game. Some of you might not, but that's your opinion. You can play the game however you want. Save scamming is also a valid tactic. I don't do it personally, but those who do are fine to do so. The worst part is, I probably could have gotten a satisfying multi-kill if I had found the pod, but didn't activate them, and actually got to throw a grenade before they moved. Could have wiped them all out, or at least all but the officer. But at least I got some decent Overwatch hits. And here comes disaster in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't really care about that guy. He barely did out for me. But as you'll see, the other one cared a little more. Actually, it was useful. Imagine being so dumb you get hit by an Overwatch because you completely forgot. It was a calculated risk, but damn, I'm bad at math. If any of you need further proof at just how bad I am in this game, just wait till about 20 seconds. You'll see why. It's like I left him exposed, and they just took the cheap shot. Can't really blame them, but still annoys me. It's the kind of thing where there's no one else I can blame but myself. And that is horrible. And now, some sad music. For no reason at all. Honestly, I thought it'd be funny, but upon further reflection, it's just sad, and not in the right kind of sad. it doesn't take much effort to take care of the last, what, 2 enemies here. It's basically a hit on each of them. I just gotta survive and hope they don't get hit again. One of them's on death's door, I think. Yeah, I think that guy's on 2 HP. So while her and the... on what's it called? Balcony? Yeah, also balcony. While she's fine, the other guy there with 2 HP, he's dead in 1 shot. And while that lucky grenade always comes in handy for a guaranteed kill when you're running, couldn't risk taking a shot and having a 50-50 at getting killed the next turn. And as you can see, we get the X4 charge and finish the mission. Now a moment of silence for our dead competitors.
Status confirmed. Squad is clear. Detonating charge. This is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to
Rightio! On to the next mission. As you can see, doing a little better. I've got some spare recruits, and actually 2 of them are promoted, so the odds of winning aren't that great, but they're not that bad either, so let's just test my luck. You know, this original run took about 15 minutes, but I've edited it down to about 10. You know what? You can scratch that last comment. I've just took a look, and the collection of clips right after this is actually a hell of a lot longer.
Good copy.
That's what she said. Well, I'm gonna talk about this. What was that? I'm gonna take this time to talk about my cats. As none of you know, I have 8 cats. Dizzy, Treacle, Loki, Felix, Rocket, Two-Face, Tash, and Jewel. I've got Treacle and Dizzy on my bed right now.
Let's do this.
They're both cuties. Dizzy's my eldest. She's 15. Coming up on 16 soon. She's an old gal. Almost toothless. Bless her.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Hang on a minute, I'm supposed to be talking about the game. Well, whatever, you get to see something funny in a minute. Here's a clip to the tune of In the Hall of the Mountain King. At least they didn't lose R. You'll find out why.
Grenade! Hey, catch! Good copy. Moving on target. Kill confirmed. Target neutralized.
So, as you can see, this time I only had one loss, one death, but I still wanted them to survive. It's still misfortunate. It's still annoying that my second mission, I'm still dying. But I got it finished shortly after this, and a casualty is acceptable. Not nice, but it's fine. It's fine.
Successful acquisition of the Advent files.
So yeah, let's hope that the next mission goes a lot better. And as you might stick around to find out, it does.
Enemy destroyed.
Not much better, but a little better. Nobody dies. I think there's only one more pod, a sectoid and a trooper. Then this mission's over.
Position.
I've only got what? A sectoid left to take care of? And a
Advent
trooper?
force sighted.
Yeah, them, as you can see. Shouldn't be too difficult. I can obviously chop down the sectoid with my ranger, if they can get in close enough. But I'll have to advance on the battlefield, make my way there. Which means I've got to waste turns moving.
Understood. Moving out.
Around about here, I'm starting to think that the best course of action is a grenade. But in the meantime, at least I'm getting a couple Overwatch shots in. Dealing some damage. Problem is, she gets panicked.
No, damn it, no!
Not really good when you're trying to, obviously, beat them. So you've just lost half your actions because they've decided to hunker down somewhere else.
They can't move.
But at least that attack missed. And yeah, I've still got my other guy coming in from behind.
Heading out.
My grenadier, is it?
Rise.
I think that's what it's called. And as you can see, tell, the grenade left him alive, which is a problem, but at least Judgment Day over here can get a crit.
Target neutralized.
Could I had that earlier, but no, had to waste all that time. Either way, we're into another game now. As you can see, all I've got to do is advance across the map and rescue a hostage. Bit of a pain, but you know how these early levels go. Just gotta run through.
No, you do have twice.
You guys only get to see about a minute, but
Heading that way.
I spent about 5, maybe 10, just planning my next move after I scouted all this out. You know, trying to get a visual on as many targets as possible. And
I've got enemy.
the only real problem with the strategy is that timer. I've got what, 11 turns here, which means I've got plenty of, well, I wouldn't say plenty, but just enough turns to get into position before you actually make your move. But that still requires your planning, your timing, and finally the execution, which, considering that half of it's just random dice rolls, well, not even dice, just random number generators. I don't know how the exact code works, but you know what I mean.
10-4.
The elements of randomness is what prevents you from guaranteeing any true success, except the grenade. The grenade basically is the one tool that you can use to guarantee something gets hit or killed if it's low health enough. By that, grenadiers are my second favourite class. Only my second because Ranger's best. The movement and the melee is just something I love to combo together. I don't know about you, but personally, it's my jam.
Overwatch.
I didn't even know there were an achievement for killing a brute in melee, but I did it. Or was it one of the shapeshifters? Whatever, you know. If you've got the achievement, you know what I'm on about.
They're on to us.
It was fun though. Ion Blade, or is it Arc Blade? The one you get from the assault troopers. The research. Using that with Blade Master plus Blade Storm and just throwing them right into melee. Oh, you are invincible. You can just slay dozens of weaker enemies, or even just deal a large chunk to bigger ones. They move into range, you smack them. Anyone else comes at you, you smack them. Anyone tries to leave, you smack them. You just win. Blade Storm's the best thing ever. The only... well... I don't really like the Templar. They have Blade Storm and they have parry, which is amazing.
Orders confirmed.
But
Moving out.
that's not my jam. I prefer regular Ranger. Though, again, I do look for specific perks like,
Covering now.
what's it called?
Moving out.
After looking back at the wiki, it's blast padding from the Grenadier and aim from, I think, the Sharpshooter. Specifically, those two for the 1 damage reduction from having a little bit of armor. It's not gonna come up very often, but it has helps from my Grenadiers, so if I can get that on a Ranger too, if they ever do take a bit of damage, it's gonna be at least reduced by 1, and even if their attacks have shredding, that's still 1 more bip of health. Effectively. Second, aim. If you've got that one skill, hold on, let me look it up again. Deep cover, that's the one I was thinking of. If you combo that with aim, then if you don't make any attacks this turn, not only do you hunker down automatically, but the next attack you make the next turn, probably only with a ranged weapon, but I don't know if it applies to melee. If it does, great, but even if it doesn't, that's still a plus 20 aim on your next shot. And that's just if you don't make an attack, so every other turn you could just alternate between running and gunning. And you've got that aim bonus on the as long as you've hunkered down. But I hope it stacks correctly, but I'm not 100% sure. If you put that on a, well, mobility build, you just stack on as much movement as possible. There's a pretty good chance that, well, they'll never hit you. You can always reach the high ground, have that additional bonus. Stack that with the plus 20 from aim if you hunker down, or deep cover, hunker down. Yeah, you're practically guaranteed to hit your shots without any other bonuses. Even if you've got a bad actual aim score on your base soldier. Not bad if these misses on them. But even if you've invested in them, a fat 20 every time you hunker down, plus just the regular defensive bonuses, and on a double move turn with deep cover. Oh, the power. It's more for the defense and the, what is the word? Accuracy? Or stability? What's the term for consistent rolls? The one word. You know what I mean. Or at least I hope you do. I've been rambling on a bit, so I'm just going to play some music for the rest of the video.